Hello fellow YouTubers, welcome back to Sam's Allotment. Wow, it's been a little while guys, and I'll be really truthful, I've not been down here very much at all. It's just been the occasional hour here and there. Now, as you can tell, there's a lot of weeds back in these beds again. Even though you guys watched me on the last one do the hyperlapse, you can see all the weeds have shot back up. Now it does amaze me because all of them have come up, all of them little tiny weeds have come up, but yet we've had no rain. So yeah, and as you can tell via the garlic, which I think, to be honest, again I've failed, I'm going to pull them up today. But you can see all the weeds in between that, or even between the slabs guys, not slabs, these stones. There was absolutely shed loads, so I've been going through all the stone, getting them all out. I've started on this bed, I've done that section from about there, took all the weeds out there, but yeah, still all of these little tiny nippers to contend to before I can plant anything in there. And I've got this bed to do as well. These onions though guys, as you can tell, look, you see all the weeds coming through the stone, so yeah, but these are my onions and these are looking absolutely marvellous, to be honest, apart from a couple, but they've got nice stems on as well, so yeah, looking pretty well. To be honest with you, they all seem to have dropped down to the same level now, but yeah, got some nice chunks on. So yeah, hopefully some nice little onions guys as well to come. But yeah, so what I'm going to do guys, I'm going to crack on getting all of this cleared. I'm not going to put it on a hyperlapse because I don't want to bore you. The flower bed, that's going to have to be a totally different day, totally different hour, because there's a very big mixture of bindweed, which is awful to have. Then I've got, as you can see in between, cosmos. So yeah, ideally I want to leave the cosmos in, because I've not really done a lot in the centre flowers because of all the lockdown situation. So what I've got here, I'm going to make the most of and try and just take all these weeds out if I can and keep the cosmos going. But Sweet Williams are flowering again, but the trouble is, because I'm not here watering as often, they're not looking as healthy this time around. But ayo, it's, you know, life's better than, you know, it's better to look after your health and life than it is worrying about a bit of watering. But yeah, I'm coming back down a bit more regularly now, so without further ado guys, I shall crack on with getting everything cleared up. Then obviously once I've sorted everything out, I'll come back on and show you guys what I've been doing and how far I've got. So for now, I shall leave it there and I'll come back to you in a moment. Alright guys, so that's all the weeding done that I wanted to get done, which was in these two beds just here and here. As you can tell, I've planted some bits in there. All the other guys are just elephant leeks. I've never actually planted them in this well. I normally make a hole and puddle, fill them with water and do it that way. But I have seen others just recent planting them up like that, so I'm going to give it a go myself, just have a bit of fun. I've tried to clear this bed out and try and keep as much of the cosmos as I can, but to be honest, I've got a big problem in here, which is that stuff just there. Every allotmenter's worst nightmare, the good old-fashioned bindweed. Yeah, and for some unknown reason it's got into this bed somehow, I do not know. Could be my own fault, or it could just be nature doing what it's doing best. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this bed for another day now, because I really haven't got the time. We are pushing on, like, it's sun setting now, so it's going to be dark in the next 20 minutes or so. But yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been on guys and spoken to you or, you know, give you any updates, but I'm truthful, there hasn't really been a lot going off down here. It's been more just weeding, which I don't obviously want to bore you on with, because yeah, I can't see the point. As I've shown you guys earlier, the onions over here, yeah, they're doing really well so far. But looking really good. Nice little sizes. Not sure about how much bigger they're going to get, but time will tell, guys. Now, as you can tell, the weeds are all up there, so I've still got that section to do all over again. But to be honest, because I've already done it, they are pulling out so easy. Now, I think I failed, guys, with the garlic after weeding this bed this evening. I don't think I can use them if I'm truthful. Yeah, not looking very clever. But if you guys could let me know in the comments whether they are still usable or not. That one doesn't seem too bad, nor does that big one there. It's got a slight bit of thingy on the bottom, but let me know in the comments, guys, if I can or I can't. I'm going to take them home still, but yeah, I'm just not sure whether I failed again with garlic. If it is the case I failed again, I'm not bothering with them again. I've never done good with garlic, or I might actually try just doing a whole raised bed of them, which is, you know, which are just behind me, in one of them raised beds just there. Now, I'll be honest, I have been doing stuff, guys. I'll be really truthful. Obviously, I got the potatoes in, which you guys watched on the hyperlapse that I did, and they are just starting to come through the tops of the mounds now. So really, really impressed. So at least I've got something growing down here, as well as my onions behind me. Also, I've got 2 black zucchini courgette plants in, which obviously I did initially start them down here, then obviously because of the lockdown took them home, but I've now brought them back down here because they really need to go out. Now, the sizes on them compared to the one that's at home in my bucket is like, yeah, the one at home is amazing, which I will update you guys again over the next 2 or 3 days in regards to the back garden, because I'll be truthful, guys, it's another reason I've not really been around, because my just to keep my mentality sane, I've been working extremely hard on the back garden, getting it the way I want it. So yeah, but yeah, free strawberry plants, free tomato plants in just here as well. Not sure what tomatoes they are, but I will have a word with my grandma, and I'll find out from my grandma exactly what they are, whether they're cherry or whether they're the big ones. I'm really not sure. Obviously, I did do my pumpkins here, as you guys seen on the last load. I was a bit of a, well, I call myself a muppet, I haven't got a problem with that. I was a bit of a muppet, and I put plastic hoop stuff over the top of them just to protect them from the last frost that we were due. Unfortunately, me being me, forgot about it, didn't come back down the next day, left them on, and as you can tell via a lot of the leaves on there, they're fried. But even though they looked as bone dry and as dead as anything, I've continued to water them, and thankfully, as you can tell, there's now growth coming back in them. So hopefully I'll still achieve with a couple of pumpkins this year, if I'm truthful. But yeah, it was very touch and go. Same thing again, if you look at the size of the plant I've got in my garden, which like I say, I'll update you in a couple of days. That's also 3 times the size of these plants. So yeah, done really, really well, guys. What I'll do is I don't want to obviously walk you around there because of the wobbling and stuff. I've cleared all this area up today as well. What I'm going to do is pop you into the strawberry house, and we'll take a little gander in the strawberry tunnel, guys. Right, so here we are at the strawberry tunnel, guys. Yeah, everything's looking fabulous, to be truthful with you, and as you can tell, there's some beautiful red stuff there, which I'm looking forward to picking and taking home with me tonight, before the birds get hold of them. A few bug-eaten ones, but I'll get rid of them, not a problem. But yeah, some cracking strawberries on them. These are actually the runners from these ones behind me, which I'll get to in a moment. But yeah, they've done okay. They've not done brilliant, but I did do these in a different method. There's only about 2-3 inches of compost on top. Underneath that is all just wood chip. I just thought it might hold the moisture. Don't seem to have grown very well in here, but it is their first year, so I've got to give them a little bit of time, guys, if I'm truthful. Hopefully next year they'll boom up as good as these ones have, to be truthful, because these are just massive in the pots. But the amount of fruit that I'm getting on these, you know, I'm not saying the old wives' tale's true about, you know, deflower them the first year, when, you know, first year runners deflower them and stuff. I'll be honest, I've never grown strawberry tubs or strawberries with that many on each plant, to be truthful. So yeah, really, really, really impressed me in that one there. Absolutely full. Absolutely chocker with strawberries. But what I did do the other day is I did come down for an hour, and I just went through these tubs and just had a really good weed out of them, and, you know, give the plants a chance, to be truthful. But hopefully I'm going to have loads of runners off these ones as well. So yeah, time will tell with the strawberries, guys, but the raspberries are looking really well as well just there. And I've got a few rogues coming through here, so I'm going to leave them, and eventually when it's time I will reharvest them. Now we'll nip you into the greenhouse, guys. Like I say, not masses happening, because what I am intending to do this year, just for minimising side of things, is I'm starting everything off at home in the new greenhouse propagator that I've got. But I've got these sunflowers just here, which are Mongolian giants. Now I'll be honest, I didn't do a hashtag sunflower challenge. I think it's probably a little bit too late really to start that now, if I'm truthful, but I did plant these about 2-3 weeks ago. I just never got round to recording it. Times are tough, guys, you know, we're having the daughter at home full time as well. It's, you know, I'm having to juggle every other couple of days coming down here, then dealing with stuff at home, and, you know, it's been busy. But yeah, I've got 3 pepper plants in. These are long sweet pointed peppers, all 3 of them. That one at the end's a little bit smaller than the rest, but I'm hoping they'll pick back up, because they weren't doing very well in my greenhouse at home, guys, to be truthful. So you know, time will tell, but I'm going to give them a good water before I go, because I won't be down here again for a couple of days now. Probably not till after my birthday, which is on the 2nd of June, I believe. Yeah, it is. 32, guys. Oh my God, I feel old. But yeah, they're all tomatoes. Same again, Grandma gave me them, so I'm not honestly sure as to what they are, but I will find out and let you know, guys. And then I've potted up, yeah, 10 tubs of leeks. I know you're probably thinking, what's the pots about in the middle on these last couple here? It's just because I ran out of the black damp-proof course, but I have got some at home to bring down to, you know, replace them, because I don't want to be using bottomless plant pots really, because of taking the leek out at the end. But yeah, so that's all my leeks in place. I've got all my lovely marigolds that I managed to re-thrive. Yeah, I did do a hyperlapse on my Instagram for that. But yeah, luckily they all came back to life. I was very, very, very touch and go, guys, I must say. But yeah, hopefully plenty of marigolds this year. And then also I've got that cucamelon growing just here, which is obviously been my next job to get that in before it trails everywhere, like you guys have said. I'm not going to be doing it in the ground. I'm going to be doing it in a tub where I can control it. But yeah, other than that, guys, there's not really much more that I can update you on. You know, it's been a very busy week. Oh yeah, someone did ask me what brand my lawnmower was. It's a Spears and Jackson. I think they asked me on the last video with that, or a video before. But yeah, there's not, like I say, not masses to update you on, guys. Things are changing, things are picking up. I have still got an extreme amount of weeding to do still. It's not looking so bad now. This was absolutely covered yesterday, all of this land just here, this strip of weeds, as you know from when I'd done the potatoes. Never did get round to it, I only literally did it yesterday. But yeah, I hope wherever you all are in the world, I hope you're all healthy, well and safe. And hopefully, guys, normality kicks back in soon and I can get down here a little bit more regularly. I'm not too much. I'm not going to be coming down here every day like I used to. Even though it was only for a couple of hours, it's, you know, I've got a missus and daughter to think of. I can't be coming down here and just spending all day down here. But if I carry on the way I'm going, which is little and often, and an hour here and an hour there, I'll be honest, guys, I think I could get this, you know, looking as good as last year, to be truthful. Probably not so much on the flower front or the sunflowers and stuff like that, because like I said, I've not sown any apart from them 3 Mongolian giants, which, to be truthful, will just go against them canes again this year, all 3 of them. And then I'll probably just do a little flower display in front. But yeah, other than that, guys, there's not really much more I can show you. There is another plot I'm going to be filming if you guys are interested, and that's the plot directly behind me. They've done an absolutely amazing job, and I want to share what they've done with you guys, because it's, you know, mine's one thing and theirs is another thing, and 2 different designs, but it's another idea of allotment. So if you are interested, let me know in the comments, guys. Welcome to the new starters. Thank you for joining. New subscribers, sorry. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed the journey, and hopefully, guys, like I say, normality will kick back in soon and I can start updating you guys with more regular progress videos, obviously down here, guys. So for now, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and hopefully I shall speak to you guys again very, very shortly with a back garden update. So for now, take care. Bye bye.